So I'm Naomi, and sometimes I'm called Beauty Explorations, and I'm the founder of the Beauty Explorations group. And today I'm kind of virtually visiting our very, very committed and dedicated art. We call it inspirational artist or intuitive artist, Jason Winfrey. He's been with us for a long time, and you can see his posts every single day in our group. So I'll just let Jason talk because we don't have much time today. And if you haven't joined our group yet on Facebook, Beauty Explorations Group, you're invited to come and enjoy. Jason,
It's
to you.
fantastic. It's really great. So you might ask, like, well, how do you do it every day? Well, I was living in Hawaii and I meditated every morning. I still do meditate every morning for 20, 30 minutes. And I got this calling, this little whisper in my ear to do a drawing after my meditation every morning. So I did. I had a drawing pad and I had some markers and I did that. And then after 6 days, that same voice said, "Okay, now share it on Facebook every day." And I'm like, they're not that great, right? But I listened.
It wasn't me that asked you to share every day on Facebook.
No, no. So you could have been channeling that spirit though. So anyway, I started doing it and I got a lot of I got a lot of response from people. And part of the thing is as I do the drawing and to express what I got from my meditation, right? Or what's currently going on for me. And then my title is an encouragement for people to look deeper into themselves or to express what I got out of doing that.
Show us. Show us.
Okay, so the process is I usually get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's become a habit, right? I get my coffee, I light a candle, I light some incense, and I've got, I don't know if you can see because it's really sunny, but I've got some crystals there that I choose from. I just kind of, this morning, I've been like, okay, what am I going to choose? And so here's a couple crystals. And it's just something that I use during my meditation to kind of heighten my meditation, to connect the energy. And so I do my meditation. And after the meditation, sometimes I'm writing down some notes of what I got. Part of my preparation for my meditation is I do my gratitude journal, and I write down 10 things from the day before that I'm grateful for. So it's in a space of gratefulness, right? It just puts you puts me in that space. And then after my meditation, I have a bag of markers. There's like about 100 of them, different ones. And I just reach in blindly. So I'll just kind of stir them up a little bit and I'll feel for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I go, oh, what am I going to do with those, right? Because a lot of times it's a space of allowing, right? This is what I got. Now, how am I going to create it? So sometimes I end up with a purple tree or an orange tree or something like that, depending on what I'm wanting to draw. And I'm amazed at what comes about from my drawings.
Why don't you show us, Jason, what you did this morning that's fresh and beautiful?
Yeah, sure.
And I think it's a great example of, and I wonder what the colors that you picked were and how did you come with what you came up with?
What I do every morning is I kind of do a little swatch of each color so that I can kind of see what they actually are going to look like on paper. You can also see my little notes. I wrote down freedom, forgiveness, let it go, aliveness, release, and healing. Those are some of the words that came to me. So,
and the result is?
Yeah, so then I went on to Google and I was thinking, okay, forgiveness, letting go. There's something about like a butterfly, like a hand letting go and doing a butterfly. So then I was thinking how in life we keep stuff bottled up, right? Or keep it in a jar. You know how back when we were little, you put fireflies or butterflies into a jar and poke holes in it and stuff like that. Well, there was this thing about having an open mason jar, like, and allowing for that forgiveness, like a newness, right? And so I've been starting with kind of like a pencil, and I'll do kind of a little bit of a pencil sketch, but I really love to, as you can see, like the jar is to do just like the strokes, like not even drawing it, but just getting the dark spots and light spots kind of thing, right? Um,
Do you have any other example that you can
I
show us
do.
real
So
quick?
can I share the final title of this one?
Yeah, sure.
It's called Release, Let It Go, Experience Freedom and Aliveness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful. So another one that you might want to pick that you're very proud of, that you love, that you got lots of responses for.
A lot of times I forget what I do. So here's one that I've gotten a lot of response to. That one here.
Yes, I
You might
love
have
that
seen it.
one.
You might have seen it on the app. So let the love in your heart uplift others. And this is interesting because when I got started, I was in a place of frustration, kind of like, how am I going to express this, right? And I did the hearts, and I'm like, that doesn't look so great, or whatever. And then towards the end, I did these little, I don't know, orange dots or something like that in it, and also the curve of, I don't know if you can kind of see that. So it kind of makes them pop out. That's what I love to do too, is to explore how to make something come off of the page. So it's not a flat surface, and working on shadows is another thing that I've been doing lately. Let me see. Um, this was a fun one too. These are pine cones, and it says coming together beautifully. It's like a lot of my themes are allowing and unfolding, and like being in a space of, yeah, allowing.
Jason, I would like to wrap up and then people can go into your website or
Perfect.
into other group and look at your work. But I love the community ones because actually we're in a community. Beauty Explorations is a community.
Yes.
Well, can you just real quick find one that together in community? I know you had them and I love them. And I always thought that they were so relevant for posting in our group.
Of course, you put me on the spot.
I
Let's.
know it's yeah, you'll find it. I know you
So
have.
this isn't the one you're asking for, but it's outer chaos, inner peace. This was me reacting to the political stuff. It was probably during the time of the
The
election.
elections, yes, I remember it was so relevant back then.
Mm,
Back then, like 2 weeks ago.
see, I can't find the community ones, but here's another one that just, it was like working on the depth. It's like I wanted to express, the light at the end of the tunnel, but to be the light for somebody else at the end of the tunnel, like
What
to
does it
be that
say?
inspiration. It says, be the light, especially in times of darkness. So
Oh,
I like that you can feel like you're going in.
sure.
Yeah.
It's a
So I'm
tunnel.
sorry. You have to look on the website for the community ones. Yeah, they're really fantastic. I
But
have a lot of
please,
fun.
please do because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason, thanks so much. Was lovely having you again. And then we'll have you again. We'll post it in the group.